Hey, want to do a quick start guide to Helldivers 2 in case you wanted to get started, to explain some things that were lost to me. So, you get your guy, you're on your bridge, this is how you play. Run up to this table, much like other games, to get started on your mission. On the bottom you see there's difficulty. You're going to have to unlock these as you go. There's 9 difficulties total. There'll be a large map, and then on the right side will be bugs, on the left side will be robots. You select them, then you got to choose a planet. When you do see planets, you can see they have different environmental conditions and effects. So you can push C to bring that up and see what they are. So this is a operation, they call it, which is the whole yellow block, the yellow thing, and then the white thing inside it with the flag is the mission type. So you have to complete an operation, which is a playlist of missions to upgrade a difficulty to go to the next one. As you increase difficulties, these operations will get longer. Now you see there are operations that have 2 mission types, so you have to complete those 2 missions in succession to go to the next difficulty. And as well, when you complete the first mission, that egg one, you'll get 3 medals. If you complete the second one, you'll get 5 medals, a total of 8. And then you can unlock the next difficulty. Now when you get to hard difficulty, you start doing 3 missions at a time in an operation. Another additional note, on the bottom where you see difficulty, you'll see how it says trivial and you get green samples. And when you get to medium, it says now you'll fight. You'll have secondary objectives to do, middle outposts, medium outposts, and heavily armored enemies. Those are the things you can do on the map. Every time you do an additional one, you'll get more XP and credit and resources. Each difficulty you go up, the more samples that you can find. Challenging, number 4, is the first difficulty where you can get orange rare samples. So green, orange. And if you continue on to suicide, it's level 7, and now you can start getting pink, so you can find all 3. Not only can you find all 3, but the green one will be significantly more populated with green and orange samples than if you had played this on number 4. So you get like double the amount of samples or triple the amount of samples. So it's worthwhile. Another note I want to say about doing missions, unlike Deep Rock or Vermintide or other missions where if you fail, you don't get 100% it, you get 20% of the reward for not pushing it, for failing the mission. So it makes you feel like you don't want to do a too difficult of a mission. I would suggest pushing harder difficulties to have more fun with the chaos, because this game does reward you for significantly linearly, I believe it's linear, how much you complete for the difficulty. Doesn't matter if you die and fail. If you do the main objective, you'll get more points. If you do secondary objectives, you'll get flat points. If you kill bug nests and factories, you get points. So you should try and 100% maps as much as you can. Of course, you can go in and out and do just the main mission and avoid the secondaries. If you're just trying to get to a higher difficulty, like you want to quickly get through the operation, then I would say during these levels you could. But once you are at a difficulty that you like, you should be 100%ing the map to try and get samples. And you have to extract the samples, so there is a success needed for samples. Alright, that explains the missions. I'll explain here. If you go to options at matchmaking, this is privacy, so public will be default if you want people to be able to join your game. Friends only will make it a private lobby. That's what you change that setting. The friends system seems to be broken, but hopefully they'll fix that. So typically public's what you need to do, but if you do friends only, usually by a Steam link they can join, because it's joining the significant ID of that lobby. A note on the missions, when you select a mission, then you'll have to teleport, FTL jump to that system, and then it'll be loaded. Then you have to go to your drop pod, then you select your loadout of what your stratagems are, and then you can, when all the players have gotten to their hell pods, then you can choose a location on the map. But you can't choose a location on the map where to land until that's the case. A note about the mission objectives: when you are choosing a location, I'm going to have to change this to get to a difficult one.
Let the enemy feel the wrath of liberty.
Here, this is a good example. So I'm going to jump to this one.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
And when I get in the hell pod, we'll see where we can drop in. This is something I didn't know about. The main objective is launch ICBM. You can see the dotted lines if you figured it out. When you're going to drop to try and like 100% this level, you're going to want to get these secondaries, and then this is where you extract. So you're going to plan like, oh, I want to get this, 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 and then extract. Well, too bad. There's a note. All the sub-bullets of the main objective, launch the ICBM, have to be done before you do that. It's kind of entailed with the dotted dashed lines going towards it, but so you're going to have to do this, and you're going to have to do this to complete this one, and then you can go to extract. So in this case, what would you want to do? I mean, you could do this one, come down, clear this nest, do this one, do this secondary, clear this nest, go up to this, and then extract. Something like that. Because you can't go here, then here. It would be a waste of walking.
Hellpod launch suspended.
Alright, and then you can choose the location drop when everybody's in. So, I've explained what missions are and how you select them, and what samples, what you get in difficulty. I encourage pushing the best difficulty you can do because you will get better rewards. And a note, this quick play function, it's pretty good to do quick play. I don't know if it selects just on this planet or if it's across the entire galaxy, but it definitely seems to be at least the same faction of bugs. I think it might be the planet as well. So the difficulty you select will show the nearby players, and you can scroll left and right, and you can look at them. That's got 2 players, this has got 3 players, and then you can also see what type of mission it is, and then you can click to join. Now if you want, and then if I change difficulty, there'll be different missions, different groups of people, because it'll be number 5 difficulty. If you click quick play, it's just going to find a level 5 operation to get you into. They can be in the middle of a mission. I have already joined a mission where they're extracting. So that's lucky, or too bad you missed out, but you get in, and I played for 2 minutes on a mission, or 1 minute, because all we were doing is trying to extract. And you reap all the rewards at the end. Doesn't matter if you play. So quick play is recommended just because you might get lucky and jump into a party that's already finishing a level mission, and then you will gain all the rewards that they gain, regardless how long you were in that mission. And if they extracted with the samples, then you get those samples as well. So you get all the rewards. I'm very happy with the reward system that they have finishing the mission. Even if you fail to extract, you just lose that extra bonus. Alright, now let's explain what else is here on the ships. When you're going to play this game for the ships, over here is your ship management. All there is change your ship name right here, so you can change that. It's not permanent, don't worry about that. Stratagems, this is where you spend your yellow Republic credits, I believe is what they're called. And these are the different sections. You have to get the levels, and then the cost is down here. So make sure you scroll down, because this will be like the first 2 will be available here, and then level 5, and this will be unlocked level 5, and this will be unlocked level 5. So make sure you look at each category to see which one you might want to buy. I know people have missed. Some people I played with didn't know you could scroll down to unlock more. They were just waiting for these first 4 or 5. But if you keep scrolling, you can find more. Ship modules are the passive bonus upgrades to your stratagems. So they're kind of the long haul of the game. because they require the samples. And samples have to be earned by successfully extracting alive, holding those samples. So you have to find them out on the map, and then you have to extract them on the ship, surviving and carrying them. So they're more difficult than jumping in a mission, pushing it by trying to like get you 100% of the map but die. You still get like 100% of it, 90% of the credits and XP, but you won't get those samples. So the samples are harder to get, and they will require more. So again, just like they try to categorize the stratagems, they're categorized on the ship modules, although they kind of intertwine a little bit. You'll have to, like a tree, you have to unlock the first one before you can get the second one. So I have bought this one, now I can buy this one. You don't get to see the price until you've unlocked it. So here, this is actually 80 green, simple, any mission gives you that, but only the rare missions will get you the orange. So you're going to have to play difficulty 4, or 5, or 6, or whatever above 4 to get those. And then the last one is assumed these superior ones will cost the pink ones, which have to be difficulty, I think, 7, 8, or 9. So that's what those are. You can see on the right, they'll tell you what they do, and then these are the affected stratagems by this passive upgrade. And typically they follow suit, but they intertwine. Like there'll be some orbitals, some eagles, and then again some more orbitals down here. And then this one is for your Hell drop pod. This one's for a mini map, but this one's orbital, so it's mixed up. This one's backpacks, while this one is weapons. Down here is these both do sentries. So they both do sentry emplacements. These two are both combined to help those stratagems. So I've explained what those are. Now somebody made this graph. I think they said the worst Batman. Give them credit. Somebody made this the worst Batman or something like that on Reddit. Republic points are the ones you get, and they buy stratagems. The democracy medals are those yellow ones with the skull. That's what you get to unlock weapons in the armory. And super credits are the in-game currency. You can find those slowly. Like luckily you can find it in a mission and get 10 cents, or you can unlock them with medals 10 cents at a time. So it's very slow, but things in the game are pretty cheap. If you want a battle pass, it's $10. And then the green samples I explained, the orange ones, and the pink ones. So let's explain the medals now, the last bit of it. If you push R at the top, you see acquisitions. This is the battle pass. Well, this functions like a battle pass. They call it War Bond. So this one is the base game free battle pass that everybody has. And then these that they add are considered premium, where you have to pay 1,000 credits, which would be $10, or you can slowly find them in-game to earn it. They say they will not go away. They will just continue to add them as the game goes on. So far, pretty impressive. Cool that they are honoring it. They're not gouging for money or anything. Number 2 is the premium shop. So this is where you can buy this actually will change your in-game. The armor suits will change your in-game. Helmets and capes are purely cosmetic, but the armor will. And then this is the cost of the super credits. So $20 is the biggest one they ask for. Makes sense, huh? When games say microtransactions and they ask for 100, no, this game asks for 20 being the most. So this one costs $10. You can actually inspect it beforehand to see if it's what you want to pay $10 for, because weapons will be locked behind. You're like, ooh, if you want to say that's a bummer, like that's pay to win, that's whatever. I mean, it's a PvE game, but you can slowly earn it credits in game without paying real money. But so this is a weapon you can get, shotgun. This is the only place you unlock it in the Helldivers Mobilize with medals. So as you see, I have 6 medals. This one costs like 2 medals or 3 medals to get. And you can also read about it, its damage, and what it does. Here is the super credits. Looks like an SD card. That's what I was talking about. This is 10 cents worth of real money. You get that to buy the next battle pass. So this is how you earn your way. I actually already have 770. So, wait, am I right? 770. That's should be $7.70. Yeah. So I already pretty soon can buy one of these, and then I can inspect. I can scroll down pages and pages to see, am I interested in any of these? Between these two premium battle passes, which one am I interested in, or do I want to wait? A note about the medals, I believe 250. I just randomly heard somebody said 250 is the cap for medals, so you better spend them if you have that many. So, and here's how you buy it. You just hold it down and claim it. This cape is just purely cosmetic. This is armor. It actually affects you by your speed and gives you a passive. Guns affect you. This is what you can buy in the armory. Grenades, and this super credit is how you buy battle passes. So otherwise, this emote, this cape, this helmet, this back player card, those are the cosmetics. Scroll down, you got a new pistol, you got a rifle, cosmetic, armor, gun, super credits. This is the new one, Hellpod Space Optimization. This is a booster. I didn't explain that, but that actually is on a mission when you select your stratagems, your 4 stratagems. There'll be a 5th slot octagon, and that is where you actually put in a booster. The booster will be shared amongst the whole team. So if you buy the booster, somebody else will not be able to select it. So let's see. So click my stratagems, and then right here on this hexagon, this is where you got. I've unlocked 2 boosters. You get those in the battle pass, war bonds payment. And then you're gonna choose your loadout. There is no saving loadouts right now. Maybe they'll add it, but the idea is you look at the rest of your team and you plan basic on the map. If it's bugs or if it's robots, you're gonna get different stratagems. If it's got terrible visibility, or if it's a defensive one, you're going to get sentries. If it's a moving one, you're going to get, or if it's destroying lots of nests and bugs, you're going to get orbitals. If it's, on the move, you're going to get weapons. You're going to want to change your stratagems. That's why you're supposed to choose it every time. All right, so I've explained here. You're going to scroll down, and then eventually, I didn't tell you that you can't. See, it says spend 50 more medals to unlock the next page. So it's like you have to put points in earlier in the progression to move down the tree, down the pages. And they get more expensive as you go. 35 for this one, 50 for this one, 60 for this one, 70 for this one. So 100 for this one. As you get farther down, they'll get more expensive. Guns are 75, 60 here, and they were like 40 or 50 here. So as you can see, they keep increasing. But if you buy all these credits, I believe, this one's 50. Oh, that's 50 cents, yeah. I believe you'll have enough. You can also find these in-game randomly in bunkers or in drop shuttles that look like Buzz Lightyear beacons that you open. And then here are the boosters that I talked about. You can push tab to read what it says. So those are good to pick up, but you can only have one on the whole team. So all Helldivers, all team members will get this effect. That's good knowing. All right, now that you bought it there, I didn't show this armory placement. This is where you change your person. If you want to change their voice back real quick when you're playing, body type, 2 options. Voice, there's a woman's and a man's and another woman's and another man's.
I fight for Super Earth.
So you can also randomize it.
Democracy for all.
Emotes, you buy those. That's where you can get this one action to change it. Victory pose, you can randomize that, or you can choose one of them for every time you finish a level. And then your title. Those all things are just cosmetics. These are all cosmetics. But then in the armory here, you can actually change your weapon, your main primary weapon that you drop in with. I don't know why that's not loaded, but and then your secondary pistol, and then a grenade. And you'll unlock those in the battle pass. Armor, this is where you get light, medium, and heavy. They'll give you the passive, and this is the speed rating. So this gives you 50% more armor than this class, but you move slower, and your stamina regenerates slower. and then they get bonuses. There's also the heavy armor in this one too, and it doesn't slow you down. But that is the passive. You don't get additional passive. Here I would get provides 50% resistance from explosive damage. If you pick these, you don't get that. And between these 4 yellow ones that are heavy, you just get a different cosmetic look. But otherwise, you know, they're the same. And then this one is stim, but you don't get that armor. It's medium. And then this is the light one. Now it's 70 armor instead of 100. But you move even faster, so you're actually going to be moving not 30%. That's like moving 6% faster. And your stamina regenerates 15% faster. But you could see the speed a little bit. You can see the speed difference from these two for sure. But and then helmet, cosmetic, cape, cosmetic. Boosters again, like it's odd that they're in here because I'm pretty sure you can't select it as a default. Is it defaulted? I don't think it selects it as a default. It's just some reason reading, and yet it makes a lock-in noise, so I'm not sure. In this career that tells you all your history. And yeah, that's everything. You got ship upgrade stratagems, armory. You buy armories here in the battle pass. That took me a long time to find. I didn't know, like, typically this is all premium stuff, but actually you spend in-game medals here to get that because they want to intertwine those two. Over here is a little arcade machine that if you buy the Founders Edition, then you get the game. And I was on a stranger's game who bought the Founders Edition, so then I was able to play it. It's just a little game of trying to do the call-in stratagems, arrow keys as quick as you can before the time expires and you get a high score. Little arcade game. And then there'll be little tech news here or tips, and that's how you do it. So that's the game. It's real fun. I'm having a blast with friends. It's up to 4-player. I don't know if I said that. Can't have more than that. And yeah, again, like I would suggest if you're playing by yourself, quick play. Choose the difficulty you want, and I think you choose the plan you want because otherwise it will be. Oh, I didn't talk about personal orders. You see on the right, it says personal orders. Those are personal daily challenges or daily missions or quests, whatever you want to call them. So they say kill 60 enemies with an anti-material rifle. That's the sniper rifle. That's actually shared. Some things seem to be shared and some things seem to not be shared by the whole team, but they don't specify. This one, if any of your team members get a sniper kill, it counts towards it. So you don't actually have to buy the anti-material rifle or unlocked it yet. If you join somebody else that has it, they could give it to you, or they could just get the kills and you'd be counted towards it. I've seen weapons, flamethrowers. I've also seen it kill 3 stalkers or something, or 5 stalkers, which is a special bug. Unfortunately, there is no wiki dictionary in this game. Pretty new. You can try and look online, but like they said, devastators. I just assumed they were robots. I didn't know which robot it was, but it was like kill 15 devastators. So you just have to figure out that that's a robot and not a bug. And you can ask people. That's what the personal missions are. And once you do that, then you get 15 medals. So every day there'll be another 15 medal thing there. So that's another fast way to do it. If you're playing on difficulty 5 though, and you do a operation, so all 3 missions, then you're getting those medals each time. So this would surpass the 15 medals. But if you did the sniper daily medals quest in addition to 3 missions here, then you would be getting over 30 medals.
The enemy is attempting to seize one of
This top one that says awaiting major orders. Major orders are weekly ones, and so far they've been shared by the entire community. So they'll say the major orders are for the community to push back and take 5 planets, and by taking 5 planets they mean complete liberation. So that means I don't know, I'm sure it calculates based on how many players there is, but you need like 10,000 stars for a planet to be liberated. I don't know, I'm just making that up. And I believe it's stars. So when you complete a mission, they'll give you a rating, and then they'll say this is your contribution of liberation, and it'll be like, I think it's if you have 3 stars, then it's 3 liberation points, and that's how many you need. Maybe it's based on something else, but I thought it was stars, and the harder difficulty, the more stars you get. So and if you extract, then that's gonna boost your score a little bit, because the stars I think are purely based on how many scores are on the map. When you finish a level, it'll tell you this is how many main objectives you get 50 points. Secondary objectives, you get 50 points. Killing all the bug nests, you get 30 points. Killing all the, or any, I think it's bug nests and then extractions. How many people extracted, then you get points. And then at the end it'll say possible 850 points. You got 600 out of 850 points, something like that. And then there'll be a modifier, 5 difficulty, 100 multiplier. And so then instead of getting 800 or 500, you now get 1,000 Republic points. So if you're playing harder difficulties like 5, 6, 7, you can leave them, and you're 100%ing a mission, you'll be getting 3,500 some credits. So that'll be one unlock for the lower, cheaper stratagems. The higher stratagems, they can go from like 3,000 up to 10,000. Can be what stratagems cost. Yep, so that's how I play, and that's how I encourage it. And yeah, explain personal orders, and yeah, awaiting major orders. So the last one was the community. If you can take 5 bug planets, and they marked the bug planets, then everybody gets 50 medals. So you got 50 medals for doing that. And the first week, they gave the following. They said, "Good job. You pushed back. You defended these planets where we had scientists. Now you earned mech suits." And so then the next week, everybody got free mech suits to call in a free stratagem in addition to their 4 stratagems. So then every mission, each player could call 1 mech once and then use it. So that was like an extra bonus on top of the 50 medals. So they're trying to do that to keep the game alive and feel like the community's part of it, because if you fail to liberate those planets, then you don't get the medals and you don't get whatever bonus there is on the effects. So yeah, cool game.
Your fellow Helldivers
Get out there and
enemy's tyranny.
exterminate the